Greetings and welcome to Studio 125 Multimedia Complex's local business highlight. I am your host, NATASHA JONELLE. We are honored to sit here today with our highlighted guest. She's an entrepreneur, a mother, a family advocate, and an extreme execution life coach. Studio 125 Multimedia Complex welcomes Jamila Duke, the owner of the Soul Market. How you doing this evening?
I am doing well. Thank you for the awesome greeting.
Almost
Introduction.
definitely.
I like it.
Okay, great. It's about you. Yeah.
Love it. Thank you guys for reaching out to me for this opportunity. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and we appreciate you coming down and patronizing us. We definitely want to get your story out there and support you here. We've been watching you out in the city. You've been making a lot of moves.
Thank you. I be trying to do, what I'm saying, do what it do, make it do what it do,
Well, there's a huge
be of
difference.
service. That's my goal, is to be of service, to be impactful. So
Right.
I do the best that I can.
Yeah, I was saying there's a huge difference between trying and doing.
I'm
Queen,
doing
you
it.
doing it.
I'm doing it.
You're doing it.
I definitely know there's a difference, and I'm definitely doing it.
Definitely.
For sure.
So how did you come up with the name Soul Market?
The Soul Market. So, guys, the Soul Market is actually inspired by the Village Market out in Atlanta. That is an organization that is ran by Dr. Key Hallman. I went to Sisters in Business. They do a expo every year. And I went in Atlanta and I sat down and I listened to the key speakers, and I was listening to her and what she was doing, and it was something that I internally always wanted to do, but I didn't see how to organize it. And so she organized, and I was like, that's kind of cool. Augusta needs something like that. Right. And I was like, okay, so I'll create it. Told my friend a vision, and she said, okay, so you got to do it. I said, all right. And I was like, I want it to be the Soul Market. And I just sat and I kept thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. And I was like, okay, so soul's going to stand for spreading our universal love. And shout out to, what's her name? Jasmine. Oh my gosh. It was a young lady named Jasmine. We was sitting at Tropical Smoothie Cafe, and me and her were sitting there going over the SOUL. And she helped me come up with the name. So it was, I think it's not Jasmine Harris. I can't remember her name, but it's the Soul Market stands for spreading our universal love. So I want it to be a market space where you can spread your universal love, which whatever genre, industry that I decide to flow into, the Soul Market just goes with whatever it is that I do, however it shifts around. That's how I kind of came up with it.
Okay.
I was inspired by someone else.
Well, that's dope. Usually a lot of people's inspiration does come from someone, you know? People motivate us.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely. So the Village Market is kind of really dope. She does great things out in Atlanta, and I just want to be able to replicate that in different spaces.
That's
and do it how I want to do it. So mine's is totally different. It started out I wanted it to be a market for Black businesses.
Okay.
That's where it started. It has shifted numerous times, but it started
as businesses do. Right?
Businesses shift. So it started out as I wanted to create a space for us to be able to circulate the Black dollar.
Okay.
That was the original idea for the Soul Market. So I started putting on expos and Black excellent expos for the community where we could get together and circulate the dollar. And it's just been going from there, and it has shifted into what God wants it to be.
So what type of services, or what type of events are you doing within the Soul Market? Let's start with your events.
The Soul Market and the events that I do in the Soul Market. All of the events that I do in the Soul Market at the current moment right now are mindfulness events, uplifting, empowering, and pretty much yoga, meditation, sound baths, massage therapy, group trainings on mindfulness. So it's those kind of events that I have going on right now within the Soul Market. And again, like I said, it shifts sometimes. So whatever God tells me to do,
you do that.
I do it. and it's always within the realm of wellness. It's always in wellness.
So, do you have services that are attached to what you do? Because a lot of things that you name can possibly have a actual service that you provide attached to it. Is that?
So I do have the only service that I do myself physically is I created this herbal foot detox that God gave to me because God told me to service the people feet. It was the most weirdest thing. I went, I prayed about it, because the soul market was in a season of shifting, and I was like, all right, so what should I do? And I prayed about it, and the service that I do offer is a herbal foot detox, and it's a experience. It comes with aromatherapy. We do a guided breathing meditation, and then you get your foot soaked and some nice, beautiful herbs and roses and lemons. It's a whole experience, and then I give you a amazing massage. Foot massage. So that's the service that I offer, but I also offer corporate wellness services. So if you have a business, corporation, small business, a school, organization, churches, I can come out and do mindfulness sessions for you that include yoga, meditation, sound baths, and massage therapy, just whatever it is that you choose that you would like to do.
That's dope. And it also sounds like you actually bring in others in the community because you're naming other services and you're naming your exquisite one that you do. So now you're offering up other opportunities. So am I hearing that correctly?
Absolutely. So my vision, like I said, was to
Right.
circulate the dollar.
That's right.
That was my vision. So when I get a seat at the table, the people in the community got a seat at the table.
That's right.
And so, yes, I have a team of massage therapists, yoga instructors. I have a DJ, and I have a beautiful, amazing sound healing practitioner. Shout out to Taranda Wilson. She's just the best. She's my sound healing practitioner. But I have a team of them, and we get together collectively, and we go out into the community, and we do these sessions.
That's awesome.
And I put it together. I put everything together.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. You've been doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
And you're right. She is absolutely outstanding. She has blessed Studio 125 Multimedia Complex a few times, and it has been a treat.
It's always a treat. Always a treat. Always a treat.
So you're in Augusta doing all of these wonderful things. Are you native to this town?
No, ma'am. I am from New Jersey. I'm from Passaic, New Jersey, to be exact. I grew up in Jersey, but I'm kind of like transplanted here. I've been back and forth here all my life. Most recently, I moved back here in 2015. But ironically, I found out that my father's people are from Burke County. So I guess my roots is here, and I just got blew back here. So I have a lot of family out in Burke County, but the core of me, I am a Jersey girl to the core of me.
Okay, that's really dope. And especially with finding out that you have roots down here and you just came down here.
Didn't even know. My mother, when we moved here, my mother didn't know that my father people were from here.
Okay.
And it's a whole bunch of us. We can get together and have a party and not invite nobody, and it easily be 200 people there.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It should be kind of dope too. Gives you the opportunity to explore, you know.
Girl, I gotta tread lightly in Richmond County and Burke County. Child, I found out my granddaddy had 18 kids. I have to tread lightly. You don't know who you're messing with, or they may be your family. Girl, I was talking in Tropical Smoothie Cafe one day and ran into a guy and ended up being my first cousin.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So I gotta tread lightly around these parts.
I dig it. I can dig it. Well, it sounds like family is really a huge thing for you. Just listening to how excited you sounded. And then you have a daughter as well. Mm-hmm. So how do you create the work-life balance?
The family is definitely important to me. I want everybody to know and understand that families rule the world. Families rule the world. Walmart, that's ran by a family. I want everybody to know that families rule the world. So yes, I am very big on family. I love my family. I would love to grow my family. Family is not just the people that are blood related to me. I have people, you meet good people, those people become family. So family is definitely important to me. At the moment, my immediate family for like my household is just me and my daughter. Her father is deceased, so it's just me and her. Um, and how I maintain that work life balance. It used to be a struggle when I was out in the corporate world,
Right.
but now that I've gained freedom from the corporate America, I have the balance to create it how I see fit. Like my daughter's homeschool. I'm an entrepreneur, so I can get up. We don't have that rush. It's not that hustle and bustle that the average person would have to create balance in, because we get up, we get on our laptops, we do our work, we have breakfast, I go to the gym. It's just pretty. Not working in corporate America has made my life balanced.
Oh, trust me, I can dig it.
Kind
I
of,
can
sort
dig
of
it.
like it just brought everything to a space to where it needed to be. 2020 was a great year. 2020 was a great year.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. It definitely opened up a lot of avenues that people didn't realize that they had within themselves.
Oh, absolutely.
It's been
2020 was the
absolutely,
year for you to sit down with yourself
yeah.
and really think about what it is that you wanted, desired, and how you was going to do it. And it also, I think it showed a lot of people that the things that they were doing in corporate America, that they could do those things for themselves and capitalize for themselves.
Right.
So yeah, 2020 was a great year for me.
I can dig it. It was an amazing year for us as well. Just really getting rolling with the facility and just out in the community. Businesses have been growing and developing so many places around here. It's been awesome. It's been awesome to see. Just to talk a little bit about some of the events that you have going on in a little more detail. You have a melanated like ladies' night coming up. So let's talk about that a little bit. What are we doing at this event?
At this event, we are having a sister circle. We are going to sit and talk with each other, empower each other, embrace each other, and uplift each other. And then we're going to go and play some games with each other and just sit and vibe out and have a good time in a safe space where it's a non-judgmental space where we can just really come and build sisterhood. So my goal is to do these monthly so that I can create and build a sisterhood with some women in the community that see the value in sisterhood, because it's going to be a real sisterhood for us to just get together and talk and uplift and have a good time.
Dang, that's really dope.
And dance a little bit, laugh a little bit. Who's to say? We may sip a little bit. You never know. You never know. It's just gonna be a whole ladies' night. Whatever the vibe is, that's the vibes. I kind of like I like to let things flow or organically when it comes to things like that, because I can say we're gonna do this, and if spirit leave for it to be something else, that's what it's gonna be.
Right.
So my intention is for it to be a sister circle and for us to be able to play some games and embrace each other. But honestly, really, God knows what that's going to turn into. Because sometimes it gets real in those sessions, and you be like, okay, we're going to do this. And then you may have a moment or a sister that may really need to be embraced and loved on, and it may be a moment for her. You never know.
Right.
So I show up.
Right.
I show up.
And create that sacred space.
And create the space.
Right. Create that sacred space. That's something that's really needed.
So much so.
It is. It is very needed. And being able to have women around you that you can actually trust.
Very much so.
Right.
Yes,
you have to be
Sisterhood
able to
is
trust.
important.
That's right.
I am doing silent headphone yoga and meditation for Arts in the Heart, which is September 16th through September 18th down on Broad Street. The Arts in the Heart is September 16th through the 18th. My session is going to be on September 17th at 11 a.m. to 12 a.m. in the Doris building. Guys, we are not going to be outside in the heat in Georgia with the humidity. I'm not going to do y'all like that. So we are going to be in the Doris building. It's going to be the Soul Suite stage. And to have entry to that, you just have to go to www.artsintheheart.com and purchase your badge, and it can be a part of your festivities with your family. Yoga mats will be provided for everyone. Come out. It's going to be an amazing session. It has yoga, it has meditation, it has a sound bath. And I also, my little treat that I didn't tell anybody about is I'm doing safe touch therapy as well. So my massage therapist will be in the building giving massages.
So okay, surprises.
Surprises.
Okay. And then I see you got the Black woman and Black man talk coming up as well.
Yes, that is also affiliated with Arts in the Heart. So Arts in the Heart has extended its block and it's going down to the 600 building, which I think is Fifth Street. So it's going down there. That session is going to be the same day on September 17th. So I'm gonna be working like a magician, y'all, going from one place to the next. So that's September 17th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And Black Woman and Black Men Talk is a session for us to be able to come tackle some of the barriers that we have when it comes to our communication amongst each other. Because if you go on social media, you'll see
That's right.
Black man talk about a Black woman, a Black woman talk about a Black man. That's never going to get us anywhere. We need to have constructive, healthy conversations.
That's right.
On how do we move past the things that we want to go back and forth about. And so in that setting, it's really a group session. Like everybody get in a circle. We talk. Everybody respects each other. We bring a topic at hand. I say what I got to say. You say what you got to say. He say what he got to say. And everybody respects everyone's opinion because you can learn from everyone's perspective, not opinion, their perspective.
That's right.
So that's what that session is for. And that's also something that I really would like to do for monthly to engage the community and having healthy conversations between men and women because it's really so much so needed. Like I said, family is important.
Definitely. So it's going to be a panel style.
Not a panel style.
We're
going to, you literally sit in a circle.
Okay.
And ask a question. Everybody in the group, if you have something to say on that topic, you can speak on it. If not, we keep it going to another question.
Pass the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pass the mic Q&A setup. I love it.
Yes,
I love it. Okay.
Shout out to Neil Blair. Shout out to the Blair brothers for that because they used to do that in the community a few years ago. And they used to host Black Men Talk. So shout out to them.
And you have something coming up yourself for Black men.
I do. I'm super excited about out of everything I got going on this month. I'm super excited about this one. Because this one has been brewing inside of me for a very long time. I am the only girl, y'all. I've been the only girl in my family for a long time. Let me take that back. I got a little cousin. So I was the first and then she was the last. So in between her, I grew up with a whole bunch of guys. So I am doing Black Men Mental Health Yoga Experience. It's going to be an experience. I didn't want to go into detail and say, oh, we're going to do this and that. Because the guys be like, sound bath? What's she talking about? Doing a sound bath. I just was like, yoga experience. That's it. I ain't going to put too much on it. Because then they're going to be like, so she going to want me to do this? She wants somebody to look, it's just y'all, it's a yoga experience, right?
Right.
And
experience.
So the reason why I created this is because I do research. I be looking for stuff for Black men to do. And I'm like, so ain't nobody doing nothing for Black men in the community. Like, where do they have to go for mental wellness? Right. They don't have anything. They don't have anything like literally we live in the medical district and you can't Google a men's wellness clinic. There is none.
Right.
But then we always want to say men don't take care of themselves. They don't because they ain't got nowhere to go. Where they going?
Right.
So I feel like as a Black woman that has brothers, I don't have sons, but brothers, I want to create this space for them.
Right.
And it's been on my heart for a very, very long time. So I'm super excited about it. I have some mental health therapists, Black men in my community coming out to speak to my brothers on mental health because Black men are at the top of the chart for suicide. right now in 2022. And you don't hear anyone talking about it. No one's addressing it. No one's saying anything about it because they probably don't. Can I say bad words?
You can speak however you need
They
to.
probably don't give a fuck, right? They probably really got to make sure.
Hey,
They probably don't. They don't give a fuck if our men are healthy mentally, so they can show up and be the heads of our households. They don't care.
well, yeah, they were strategically taken out of the household.
Of course.
So why would they care?
Of course.
And then we have some women who would not even begin to see what you're doing. That's helpful for their man because they don't know how to value their man, right? And then they're listening to you telling them, I do, let me show you. So with something like that being into play, because it's going to come into play where you're going to have a woman that will stand in the way of the mental health of her spouse because she's ignorant to it. She doesn't know. So would there be something there in place that could maybe even teach and enlighten?
I hadn't got to that point yet, but maybe you just gave me something that I can start so that I could help guide them into helping guide their men into coming to these sessions and knowing the things that they actually go through. But I think that we just, as Black women, have to be more open and
Right.
more understanding to what it is that they're experiencing and not being so selfish and it's about me.
Right.
Because the Black men deal with a lot of stuff that you would have no clue about. And because a lot of them are weren't taught emotional intelligence.
Right.
They don't know what to do with how they feel.
That's right.
So they take it and they bottle it up and they hold it in, and it causes high blood pressure. It causes dis-ease inside of their bodies.
Right.
And then then at that point, then where do they have to go to check on the dis-ease? They don't have anywhere to go to check on the dis-ease. And it's just a lot of dynamics in that. So I would love to be able to sit down with their wives or their spouses or their significant others and help them help their spouse to being healthy mentally so that they can show up for themselves.
And keep in mind, this is even for women that don't have spouses. We
20-1 out here.
We have we just have to just simply have that knowledge, right? Because most of the households have been ran by single women, right? Mm-hmm. And so there is no knowledge that we are supposed to have this amount of respect for the Black man, or we're supposed to value the Black man, or that we're supposed to even think about him because we're too busy thinking about ourselves.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, definitely.
Girl, that's a whole nother show.
Oh, most
look, that's a whole other show, whole other topic. That's about 5-10 shows right there. Just that right there. That's a lot right there. That's a lot to unpack because I know for a fact that I wasn't taught the value of Black men. And you don't hear people saying, "Oh, he's so amazing." All you hear is niggas ain't shit. All the men in my life are amazing. And they are doing great things and they are pushing themselves to be amazing husbands, fathers, community leaders, business people, everything. So I don't know. We could have to team up or something and do something or something. I don't know. That's going to take more than Jamila, man. That's going to take a lot of people. It's going to need a lot of people to help do that.
Well, if you think, it takes a community though. Mm-hmm. It takes a community to build the community, right?
Because
even with having our strong men, it's going to take more than just Jamila to help provide that foundation that's there to support our Black men. It's going to take several of us to get out here in several conversations. Mm-hmm. And it's a movement. Just like this woman empowerment movement, there has to be an empowerment of support of our Black men, led by women.
And you know what? I think that is I believe that the only way that it's going to happen is if it's led by women.
That's right.
I think because I don't think that they're going to come to the table. They see it, but I don't know if they're going to execute it like we would execute it.
Well, why should they? But why should they have to?
They shouldn't.
They shouldn't. They should simply continue to move forward because they're holding a lot on their shoulders. My husband takes on a lot day to day. I have to be able to lift some things off of his shoulder. So if he don't have to worry about how I'm going to support him, then kudos.
Right.
I got you. Don't worry about nothing. Well, let's get back into the soul market because you had to go through a journey to get this place where you are now. Let's talk about the journey of Jamila in the soul market.
Jamila in the soul market. So the soul market, I started the soul market in 2018. And like I said before, I wanted to do expos and give vendor events so that we could circulate the Black dollar. And I did just that. And then I wanted to do yoga and meditation. This is how I got into yoga and meditation. I wanted to do it myself because I no longer practice religion. My religion is love. So I was like, hey, I want to be able to do something on Sunday that creates a space of grounding and peace for me to carry throughout my week. So I did. I did exactly that. I used the Augusta, the amphitheater downtown at the Riverwalk. I hired me a yoga instructor and I put it out to the community and I started it. And from there, people started to see what I was doing. And it was like, hey, would you like to come and do a session for the schools? Sure, I would. What do I got to do? I'm going to walk through every door that got open. Right. Sure. And I was told that I had to write a proposal to the school board, XYZ, yada, yada, yada. Long story short, I ended up not having to write the letter and getting invited out to come the very next week. Oh, shit. Next week. I'm thinking 25, 30 kids. No, when I get there, they gave me the whole 7th grade group.
Okay.
So I started this with 100 kids.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, crap. 100 kids? Where am I going to get yoga mats from? So I called on my Love Village. I made a post on Facebook and literally got donations from all around the world. Literally. Like, I had people that follow me from in Jamaica, in Canada, in Japan, everywhere. They just sent me money. And I was able to purchase 100 yoga mats that I still use to this day. So shout out to everybody that sent money and donated back then.
Shout out.
So they're amazing, right?
Yeah.
So
dope.
I started doing that. And that morning, this is why you got to listen to your spirit, y'all. Listen to your spirit. That very morning of the session, I woke up. It was like 4 something in the morning. And I woke up because I was nervous about it. I'm like, I ain't never did this before with 100 kids. Oh God, how is this gonna go? I don't know. I just didn't know. Like I didn't know, right? So I woke up and God said, email the news station. I'm like, the news station? What news station? I don't even watch TV. I don't even know what the news stations are in Augusta. I Googled them. I found somebody. I emailed them. They told me, thank you for telling me. It was such a short notice, but if we have anybody, we'll send somebody out.
Right.
So now I'm at the gym and here comes 100 kids. Y'all, when the kids came in, it was real. It was like, oh shit, it's really 100 of them. It's really 100. It's really 100 of them. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's together.
Breathe. All right. Let's breathe.
Go work mode. Right. So I, of course, I used the community. I had 10 volunteers. So in my mind, I knew if it was 100 kids, I couldn't be by myself. So I had one volunteer for 10 kids. So I was smart enough to do that. Right. I was like, okay, we're going to have this. So I ended up, the news station came out. The news covered the story. When they aired the story, I got phone calls from all around the country. I wasn't ready. It was a passion project. It was something that I just wanted to execute for me. And then I got school counselors and principals from Chicago, Vegas, Texas. Wow. I'm like, oh, so you got something. You got something. All right. So then it stuck me into, now I wanted to create a curriculum for it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to create a curriculum. And I'm going to teach people how to teach these kids. Mm-hmm. So I sat back And I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I made my website. I did everything that I needed to do. And I volunteered the service. This is why you got to plant seeds. This is why you plant seeds. I volunteered the service to the school for free for 9 months until COVID happened. My last session was February in 2020. From top of the school year, August to February, I did sessions for those kids. And I had just got my first contract. And 2020 came and was like, ha, you ain't going to no schools, girl. The world about to shut down. So the world shut down.
Right.
And I had to sit at home. And like I said, 2020 was a good year. Right. So I sat at home and I was like, okay, so what am I going to do now? And I knew I wanted to teach behavior personality assessments. So I got certified. That's why I became an extreme execution coach in my downtime, because I knew I wanted to teach teachers who their students were and teach the students who they were and help uplift them that you're not a problematic kid. You just like to talk. It's okay. That's your superpower. You may be the president one day. Right. You never know. So I wanted to teach that. So I got certified, and then God told me to open up a space, and I did. I opened up a space. Like I said, I prayed about it. It was feet. I didn't know why, whatever. I did it. And I was obedient. Be obedient, okay? Be obedient, people. When the Spirit tells you and it guides you, be obedient. So I opened up my shop, and the community loved it. And like I'm saying, everybody was in the soul market. Like, I'm going to the soul market. I had people that used to come sit in my shop for hours. Like, there's just a vibe in here. It's just so good. And I'm like, okay.
That's how I met you. I was brought to your spot originally. You had a women's thing there. Something happened. And a young lady brought me back over to see you.
I think my grand opening, I did kind of like melanated ladies night. And we did a sister circle and we talked. And the sister name was Butter. I know Butter.
Butter Love.
Butter Love. That's
who
her
brought
name.
me there.
Yeah. Right. And
shout out Butter Love. Yeah. She doing big things in the city. We see you.
She enjoyed the session and she came back. And it just grew from there. And I ended up leaving there, partnering with someone that I thought that I was going to be able to partner with to grow. And it didn't turn out well, but it was a great life lesson. Great life lesson. Great lesson. And then somebody called me from the city of Augusta, like, hey, you came highly recommended to us for mental wellness. Oh, I did? Oh, okay. Great. Awesome. What y'all looking for? Like, what do you need? What do you need?
What can I do to help?
I literally walked into starting my program with the city of Augusta. I am the first person and Black woman in Augusta to have introduced to the city of Augusta municipality and their staff a mental wellness program. So
congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
That spun me into corporate wellness. And I was like, oh, it's wide open. There are no Black people in corporate wellness. This is corporate America. There are no Black people doing corporate wellness. I said, okay, Jamila gonna do it.
Okay.
So I ended up doing a corporate wellness. And if y'all listening and paying attention, y'all done heard that this has shifted about 4 or 5 times. And it's just happened organically. So now I am still currently doing corporate wellness, going out to large organizations. I just did a session for Burke County middle school teachers. It was over 100+ teachers came to this session to help get them ready mentally for the school year. So I do schools. I still do. I just was at the city yesterday doing a session for Bernie Ward Community Center, helping them out. So I'm out here in these streets.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And so I want to share. If you listen to my story, if you're an entrepreneur, don't quit. Persevere, because you never know what's on the other side of your dreams. Like it's not just a dream. Like you can really achieve anything that you want. I didn't think that I would be doing corporate wellness. a contract with the city, y'all. I had to go home and figure out how to write this stuff. I didn't know how to do none of this stuff. They didn't know that. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to show up for myself.
That's right.
And I sat down for hours. My daughter was coming out the room like, Ma, you should go to bed. Nah, I got to finish this.
That's right.
I got to finish this. I got to get this.
Right.
This is life changing. You want me to go back to work.
Right.
You don't. You better leave me alone and let me figure it out.
Right.
And so it's been great. It's been great to be able to be impactful. It's been great to be able to create something that, how about that? How about y'all? I grew up without peace. I didn't have peace. And now I have the ultimate peace, and I go and I deliver peace to people. That's so amazing how God works.
That's right.
How God works. So just stay the course of what it is that you are working on. If you have something that's in the pit of your stomach that's burning and you want to do it, but you don't know how to execute it, just start.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
It don't have to be perfect. It don't have to be how you see it at the end of the tunnel, or all of how the bright lights and the this and the that. It doesn't have to be like that. Literally, just start, and God is going to deliver you all of the pieces of the puzzle that you need to complete the puzzle and to complete the task. That's what I'll say.
That's right. That's dope, and that's great advice. Just pick up your pen and your paper. Start there. Pen to paper.
Listen, if any of you guys follow Earn Your Leisure, right?
Yes. Earn
Your Leisure. I went out to InvestFest. It was bomb. I enjoyed myself. It was great.
I caught you online. I seen that.
Yeah, InvestFest. I feel like I went to a financial literacy seminar. I went to a vending event, and I also went to like a concert. Girl, Rick Ross came out at the end. It was a whole situation.
That's what's up.
I had a good time.
That's what's up.
But Troy and Rashad started out with a pen and a piece of paper.
Pen and paper.
Pen and a piece of paper. I started the Soul Market with a pen and a piece of paper. Get the vision out of your head.
That's right.
Write it on paper.
That's right.
And take action and execute. It doesn't have to be big steps every day. If it's a small step, you can do something small today. And just writing out a plan. And eventually you'll go look at it and it'll be like, oh, wow, I got all of this.
That's right.
God, we all come here with purpose. We all come here with purpose and something to give. So do the work, y'all, and write it down. Get your pen and a piece of paper and journal and get your thoughts out your head.
Right. Well, that's what's up. And I appreciate you dropping those gems. Those are needed for everybody. Just make those steps, grab that pen and paper. Let's get to it. All dreams can be reality.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
So how can you be reached? How can we get in contact with Miss Jamila Duke and the Soul Market?
Well, you can contact me via Facebook and Instagram. It is Jamila Dukes, and that is JAMILAHDUKES. And then you can also contact me on my Facebook page and my Instagram page, which is the Soul Market. So that's the SOUL Market on Facebook and Instagram. I'm also on TikTok at The Soul Market. You can email me at The Soul Market AUG, with the AUG standing for Augusta. People are like, what
looking
the
like you from Augusta.
because the vision was for it to have multiple branches.
I can dig
so
it.
It's gonna have multiple branches.
Yep.
It's gonna be a nationwide thing. So
That's
the
right.
AUG was just a stamp that it started in Augusta, right? It's the Soul Market AUG at gmail.com. And let's see what phone number I want to give y'all. Do I want to give y'all my phone number? My phone number is 973-563-2880.
Let it flow.
973-563-2880. Because I got two phones. So listen, if you call one and you don't get me,
they have your email.
It is.
You have a website?
And my website is www.thesoulmarket.com. Go on the website, book you a foot service. Let me tell y'all how I have everybody that I touch and I massage their feet, they be like, child, your hands is blessed. Okay. And there are no foot parlors around here. There is no place that you can go to just do a foot soak and get a foot massage. So definitely book the service. It's a mobile service. I can come out to you. I bring peace and namaste and all kind of good vibes into your space. So I bring the spa to you. So go to www.thesoulmarket.com and book those sessions. And you can also, what else do I have? And I sell sea moss. I sell different products on it. So just go check the website out.
Yes, got some amazing products on there. She has some yoni herbs on there, ladies. Got some foam and bath salt.
Look at you checking out the site and I done forgot.
Look, some great things on there, natural products. Go on there, check her services out. Go ahead and get you that ion foot detox and those beautiful herbs and let those beautiful, talented hands soak you away.
Yeah, but it's
yes.
I wish after I get foot massage, I'd be like, the way you look, I wish I could massage my own feet. I wish I could massage my own feet.
Well, I'm sure your king would love to massage your feet and get it in for you, take care of you. So
I'm praying for him when he come. He gonna do all of that and more. And I do want to share this though, that I am extreme, as she said, extreme execution life coach. And I will be relaunching that on September 23rd, my life coaching platform. I will be coming out. I want to do group sessions. I want to do family sessions. I want to get people together and teach them who they are based off of their personality and behavior style. Because once I took this assessment and I was able to see Jamila on a piece of paper, like, oh, that's why I am exactly like that. Mm-hmm. Like, so it really, the assessment ain't no joke.
What's the name of this assessment?
The assessment is called the DISC assessment.
DISC,
D-I-S-C. Okay. And it breaks down your personalities into 4 different categories. And most people probably don't know about this assessment. If you're in the sales industry, in the sales world, you know about it. But there. The average person may not know if they're not in that industry. But it's a life-changing assessment. It taught me what my superpower was. It taught me how to operate in my superpower. It taught me the other pieces of the puzzle that I needed because of where my superpower was, where I was limited, how to take it, get those people to add balance to what it is that I have going on. So definitely look out for the relaunch of the Extreme Execution Life Coach platform via the Soul Market. I did do it via a different platform, but everything's going to be under the Soul Market now.
Okay. Well, dope. Well, I appreciate you wrapping us back around to that. Yeah, because I didn't scratch that, but I didn't mean to slide past that. I'm glad you did bring that back around.
It's okay.
So definitely. Well, Jamila, I do want to tell you gratitude for coming out here today and chatting with us, dropping all these great gems that you have. Talking about your journey is very powerful journey, and being able to sit back and watch you, had several conversations with you, to watch you grow. Very proud of you.
Thank you.
Doing an amazing job.
And I'm proud of you guys too. I am very, very proud of you. I be watching. I see everybody out here doing great things. So congratulations to y'all on the growth. Because I came out here, I think when this was in another location, right? I'm like you moved it around a lot. Moved. Listen, that's how growth happens. Definitely. Things change, they move, they progress, they shift around. So congratulations to you guys for having a vision for the community and offering a space for the community to come that is for us, by us. Okay. Definitely. So definitely thank you guys for that. And just being of service in the community and showing up. We out here doing good work. We out here doing God's work.
Definitely. Well, gratitude, definitely. Want to thank everybody for tuning in to this evening's segment of the Local Business Highlight. Again, I am your host, NATASHA JONELLE. Peace.